Now comes the fun part, writing to a file. Okay, now remember, we've got three options here: write, append, and create. If we want to add to a file, but we don't want to delete the contents, then I'm going to use append. If I want to overwrite the contents, then I'm going to use W. Now, the difference of just that one letter can decide whether you're destroying the existing data or keeping it. So both can be bad in the wrong scenario. And then the next thing I have to do, once the file is open for one of these, then I'm going to use myfile.write and give it a string as the argument, and it will add that string. So let's see here. I'm going to append to that file, okay? And I'm going to go myfile.write. And so if I want to write something, okay. So if I want to write something, I would make sure that it's in the same format as that file. And then the last thing you need to do, it's really important when you're writing to a file, especially when you're reading from a file, slightly less important. Writing, super important. You want to close that file, myfile.close at the end. That finishes the saving part of it. Okay, if you leave it open, you could end up with a corrupted file. So if I run that, now it's not going to give me any visible feedback because none of those is none of them is a thing that writes any sort of feedback to the screen. But when I go to the file, where's my file? There. Oh, what did I not do? Append my data.txt. That should have worked. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, I just didn't put a new line character. Something important to remember. So if I do a new line character, let me clean up my bad data file here that I just messed up. Important if you wanted it to be on a new line, to write it on a new line on purpose. So you want to use that new line character, even though you can't see it visibly, it's going to pop it down in the next line. That way, when I read that data, it's actually usable. Thanks for pointing that out. I was confusing myself for a second there. I'm like, pretty sure I know how to do this. But sometimes, like I said with the caffeine, sometimes once you hit a certain level, it's not working for you anymore. So